Hello everyone, welcome to episode 15 of Building My Dream Zoo in Minecraft. We are back here. This is the base that I was working on last episode. I did a lot of the rearranging and stuff in here. But actually it's been quite a while since I've played Minecraft in general, and so I keep getting the controls mixed up because I was playing a lot of Valheim with a group of friends, so I keep trying to open doors and chests with Q instead of right-clicking. Also, sorry about my cat. She was laying with me for like an hour and a half, and now she suddenly just wants more attention. So hopefully I can get through this recording. Alright, okay. So I'm thinking the goal for this episode, I should at least build some kind of chicken coop or chicken area, because I haven't done that and it's been forever. And also maybe do llamas, so maybe we'll do a bit of farm animals this time. I also want to check back on the villagers, see if I can work on that a bit, because it's been a while for that too. Alright, so I measured out the space for the rest of our front of the barn area here, and it turns out that we have the exact amount of space for two more little enclosures here, the same size as the rest. So I am going to put chickens in one and llamas in the other. So I'm going to get started clearing out the area and getting that set up. Alright, so I've got the basic shape of these two sections down here done. So I'm thinking we're going to put chickens here in this one, and then our llamas over here in this one. Obviously I still have to do the back bit. I did test to make sure that there's enough space that we didn't run into anything down here, but I still have to flesh this out like the others. But yeah, we're almost ready to put the animals in here. And I'm actually still kind of proud of this little like overhang roof. I'm so bad at roofs in pretty much any game that lets you put a roof on a building, but I think this one kind of looks cool. It's kind of like I was gonna say canopy, but not really. It's kind of like a mixture of like a lean-to and just sort of like an overhang. It's got a little bit of a shape that I normally wouldn't go with, but I think it looks a lot better than just being flat. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'll let you know once we have the animals in here. Okay, so I have made quite a bit of progress. These enclosures are both finished here. All I have left to do is put in the animals, which I brought with me. So let me just get my inventory all set. So chickens, perfect. Okay, and then we just fix up these nets real fast. Okay, and I did bring some seeds as well, so I could breed some more chickens right away. And then let's go to the llamas. And do they not breed like that? Or do they have to be tamed? Maybe I have to tame them. This one's got a lot of health. Okay. So, let's see if we can breed the llamas this time. Okay, so it seems like it works that time. Cool. Hopefully at some point I'll find some different colored llamas, because that would be fun. But for now, here we go with these guys. So now the farm animals have their place to live, and they're all good. So actually what I was thinking is that maybe I will start designing our zoo entrance. So if you haven't seen all of the episodes, you might not have seen our villager breeder, which you can kind of see part of it floating up over there. I know it's kind of ugly. But what my idea was, these poor zebras are still stuck in here. Anyway, so my idea for a zoo entrance was actually to kind of put it here. So I was going to populate the zoo with some of our villagers that I didn't need to use. So mostly like the nitwit villagers are just ones that aren't as useful. So I was going to let the other ones just wander around the zoo. I'm gonna enclose the whole thing in like a big wall, like a real zoo would have for security purposes and everything. So yeah, that's the main idea. So I was going to make a bridge from there over to here that the villagers can cross. But let me see if I can find, we have a trap door somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay. So, I have to kind of make some decisions. I might actually fill in this a bit of water just because it kind of is weird and unnecessary. But I'm thinking what I'll do is have a bridge and then a big, like, main entrance gate, like with an arch somewhere up over here. And then have these villagers kind of come out of it. So maybe we'll do like a water stream, although like, this is before the aquatic update, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get the villagers in here, because I was hoping I could just push them up a water stream, but that might not work, they might drown. I actually also was thinking I might build like a dock over there, and that's like kind of where like a big boat would come in to like ferry people to our zoo, which is a little bit inconvenient, like if you think about that practically. But like one of the parks in Disney World, actually, you have to take a monorail boat to from the parking lot. It's kind of similar, although it's not going to be as far, because the closest land, I think, is, I mean, I guess it's not that far. If you imagine like people coming from here over to us, that wouldn't be too bad. But I'm not exactly sure what I want the zoo arch to look like. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a name for the zoo on it, or just a general like entrance archway. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to go into a creative world and try to start designing that, although I am going to grab some more dirt and fill this in as well, because I just think this is what needs to happen. Also, we have these poor two zebras in here. They've been trapped in this hole for a while, and I kind of left them in case I wanted to catch them. But I don't know if our zebra habitat is big enough for two more. That's something I've been thinking about too, is one of our habitats are kind of small. But I did that just so that the animals wouldn't starve to death if they got too far from the food bucket. So maybe I'll tame these guys, or at least catch them, and maybe tame them later. We have so many nets, I'm gonna go catch them as well. Okay, so the zebras have been captured in the nets, but I just saw these frogs are also trapped in this hole, and I just could not resist catching them as well, and so we will have a frog habitat sometime soon. Although it does seem like they're not really able to jump up and down blocks, or at least up, because they've just been stuck in the lowest level they've been in, so I'm not sure if that's like a bug or something, but I'll have to keep that in mind for the habitat I build them. Anyway, once I take care of this, I'm just going to fill in this hole and then jump into the creative world and start designing. Alright guys, so I've got the start of what my zoo entrance might look like. I'm having a lot of trouble just because I need to pick blocks that I have access to and can either get easily or already have. And actually this design is based off a picture I found. I might change it up or find other pictures I might use instead. But I wanted to see if you guys had any suggestions to make this a better shape or just look better in general. I'll show the picture that I'm using on the screen now, just so you can get an idea of what I was going for. I like the color of the blocks and the palette of it, but I'm not quite sure of the shape and everything. I'm thinking maybe I need to make it taller, especially the center arch, at least to make it match the picture a little bit better. And in the picture they have like a roof behind these two side bits, and I'm not sure, because then I would have to make this a whole lot wider, because basically it would be like this, but double with like a roof, like a wooden or maybe like a tile roof in between, but I don't know if I can pull off a roof like that in there. And then like these in the picture are like big gates, as you can see. But obviously in this we do have these doors, which I was hoping I could put in here, but unfortunately they don't really match up, so it looks kind of ugly. I also have found a couple of other references that I like. This one was my favorite just because of the style and the colors, but I'm going to play around with some of the other ones and just see, maybe I can combine them or just somehow make it work. So I'm going to test out a few more things and I'll let you know once I figure anything out. Okay everyone, so I have built a second option for our zoo entrance. I will show on the screen the reference that I had used for this. I know that the colors are a bit off because Minecraft just doesn't really have the similar colors, especially the stone. This is obviously gray when most of the photo is like a tannish brown color stone, but we just don't have that really. And even with all the mods, I haven't really seen any. But I'm thinking this is pretty cool. And the stairs on top, those are also willow trees, which we do have. I'll have to farm a bit more if I use that. But I think that's the closest to the greenish brown color. And then this is like the wall that I've come up with. I'm worried because it is about 5 blocks wide, so it is kind of big. But I think aesthetically and with the tiny roofs and stuff, I think that'll look kind of nice. Although I am worried that it maybe needs to be a bit taller, so I'd love your opinion on that. And the gate, I'm super excited because I built the gate 1 block back, so you can kind of see it goes behind the stairs and slabs, so it looks pretty good, I think. Obviously I haven't fleshed it out completely, but I wanted to kind of get opinions on everything. And I'm thinking this roof may go 1 taller with the stairs before it flattens out, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, these are the 2 designs that I've come up with, and I actually have a couple of other reference photos that I've found but haven't had a chance to build yet, so I'll put some of those on screen. And so I'd love if you guys have any comments or suggestions in regards to this zoo, because I'm kind of not sure where I want to go with it. And with that said, that is going to be the end of this episode, so I'm not going to build it, and I will wait to see if I get any feedback. Also, I do have a Discord server that you are welcome to join. It's all about my channel and just getting to know you guys and everything. And I actually posted some of my photos about this episode ahead of time, so if you join you can get behind the scenes and just give feedback before episodes come out. So yeah, I'd love to have you and chat and everything. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.